Hi, everybody. My name is Madeline Taylor, and I am the chair of ScenoLab Australia. And also, we have Tessa Vixen here as deputy chair of ScenoLab Australia. And we just wanted to make a quick explainer video talking about what is OISTAT and what is the OISTAT commissions that we've been kind of emailing you about. So, OISTAT is the international organization for scenographers, technicians, and theatre architects. And it has been around for decades and is an international kind of network of a whole lot of different organizations like ScenoLab Australia. So, effectively, it's a network of lots of national centres for theatre makers, designers, researchers, and educators. And so we are the Australian Centre for OISTAT, and then there's many other kind of OISTAT centres around the world as well. The OISTAT Centre or kind of headquarters is the organisation that keeps us all connected and provides the kind of the network with some overarching places to meet and gather, such as world stage design, which we kind of talked about a lot in previous events that ScenoLab has organized, and also through kind of online networks as well. And so OISTAT HQ provides these kind of networks and support to kind of keep us coordinated at an international level. Tessa, I'm going to throw to you to talk about how we kind of work at the more granular level with the commissions.
Well, thanks, Maddie. So if you're interested to learn more about OISTAT in general, you can visit them at oistat.org, and this is their homepage. And so on the website, they've got lots of information about the organisation, news, events. There is a list of member activities and a schedule. There's a Google Calendar you can subscribe to if you're wondering about some of the events that go on within the organisation. There's also information about OISTAT. As Maddie mentioned, one of the ways that membership works with OISTAT is that people come to the organisation through OISTAT centres. And so ScenoLab is the Australian centre for OISTAT, and there's centres all around the world. And you can see them here in this graphic. And this orange for Australia is representing ScenoLab Australia. There's also associate members and individual members. So individual people can join OISTAT as well, not just through a centre. And if you're ever wondering sort of the other centres around, there's a big long list of them in all the different countries that are represented through OISTAT. And so in effect, there are thousands, if not, tens of thousands of people who are connected to OISTAT in a way, whether individually or because of their association with another centre, such as the USITT or CITT or the Society of British Theatre Designers, etc. So one of the main kind of points of connection or communities or services, programs that OISTAT offers is its commissions. And this is sort of what we've been mentioning in some of our emails recently. So commissions are basically groups of like-minded people within the OISTAT organisation that are focused underneath these topics. So you can see there are commissions for architecture, education, research, technology, publication and communication, and then performance design. Underneath performance design are what are called sub-commissions. And so there are these sub-commissions for costume design, lighting, sound, and space design. And so commissions are made up of OISTAT members who want to be a part of these global communities. The people who are a part of these communities are everything from educators to professionals to technologists to designers to researchers to students. It's quite a broad sweep of who is part of OISTAT. It's not just for educators, it's not just for researchers, it's not just for professionals. It's people who might be all of those things or a couple of those things all mixed together. And each of the commissions offers people a chance to connect, whether it is through in-person or online activities, through tours, through talks, seminars, sometimes conferences, and share information about what's happening, basically the latest in our field, whether it is architecture, whether it's technology, whether it's, all the subsets of performance design. And so the commissions are a great way to find other people around the world who are interested in what you are interested in, to understand the latest of what's going on around the world in our area, to share or spruik your own work, your own project, your own publication, maybe with these people, but also to like tangibly connect and meet up with them. And so some of the commissions, such as the Performance Design Commission, they have been holding tours every couple of years in India, going through and looking at particular Indian design techniques and costume techniques and textiles as well. Um, and a lot of these commissions have meetups both online and in person throughout the year. So the main way that you'll engage with a commission through OISTAT, if you've given us your preferences, is you'll be added to what's called Basecamp. So Basecamp is basically it's an online portal that allows you to be added to these different communities. And in those different communities, you have access to news and events, to schedules, to information about upcoming meetings, resources, meeting minutes, etc. So there's, as you can see on my profile here, I'm a member of quite a few of those commissions. But if I jump into just the research commission one here for a moment, which currently I'm the chair, you can see that it's made up of, and each of them look a little bit different. Those information, there's a message board where members and the chairs of those commissions, they may share calls to engage in events, in tours, in programs. There might be opportunities for project funding, for, if you are a researcher or a writer looking to submit a paper somewhere, there might be opportunities, again, to calls for participation in that sense, for conferences, for events. As well as people who have maybe been producing new work or working on projects and they want to share news of that. So all the commissions have these message boards. Every few months or so, there's newsletters that come out from OISTAT and some of the commissions as well, offering updates on what's happening, again, in all of our commissions in our areas around the world. There's events, people can share documents and questions, etc. All of the OISTAT commissions operate a little bit differently. They all have, whether it's the Costume Commission or the Research Commission or the Publication and Communication Commission, um, the number of meetings they have is different. The ways they meet up might be different as well. Some might skew more online because their membership is much more distributed around the world. Some might favor once a year or once every couple of years having an in-person meetup. Some may make a lot of use of the message board, and you might get lots of messages from members who are sharing news about projects, and some you might only hear about from every so often. So each of the commissions are different sort of in how they work, but once you get added to one, you can sort of get a sense of sort of how they work and how they function. And we'll also provide email addresses so you can reach out to the chairs of those commissions as well if you want to chat with them. One thing I would probably recommend is when you're sort of looking at engaging with the commissions, you may find you start getting a lot of notifications that come through from Basecamp, depending upon how many you might be a member of. You may want to make a folder that automatically puts those into, that sorts them into a folder away from your main inbox, and you can work through those as you want to. Because anytime someone sends a message through Basecamp or someone responds to a message, you'll get a copy of that in your email. And so, which is quite handy. It means you're not always having to jump on Basecamp to engage with something. You can reply via email, but it can clog up your inbox. So maybe have a think about creating a folder and directing some of that correspondence into that folder. That would be one of my suggestions about using Basecamp. Maddie, do you have anything from your sort of use of Basecamp? Anything you might recommend?
I mean, I think this is the making the point that everybody uses it differently, every commission uses it differently is very important. Like I'm on three commissions. I'm gobsmacked that Tess is on so many, part of so many, it has so many kind of base camp things. The other thing is you can change your kind of edit your settings a little bit in Basecamp so you don't necessarily get the summary kind of emails and things like that. And I would also say that, people use different things. So, for example, with the costume commission, which I'm kind of pretty present in, we use the documents function in there. So, for example, when people are doing kind of submissions to events like, well, stage design or coordinating various program, we kind of make use of that. So there's kind of different ways in which people kind of share information through that those platforms as well.
Mm, mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
One of the things we want to do is to connect our members to these communities. And if you find that you're still a little unsure of sort of what the commissions are, you can always reach out to us and chat. We'll give you the email addresses as well for the chairs of those commissions. So if you're new and you've sort of been added to Basecamp and nothing happens and you don't really know what's going on, you can reach out to them and go, "Hi, I'm new. When's our next meeting?" Or how can I engage with these commissions? Um, and yeah, as May said, some are much more active. The Costume Commission is known for being very active and very online. And so if you're a part of the Costume Commission, you get lots of responses from them. And some like the Research Commission, you might only get something every couple of months or so. And so if you're feeling like you've added to Basecamp and not much is happening, that might just be sort of because of the commissions that you're a part of. You can always reach out and say hello to the commission chairs.
Yeah, or send a message to all of the kind of members and kind of through that chat because it's, you might spark some conversation that way.
Yeah, yep. And so we hope that like being a part of a commission can kind of connect you with like-minded people around the world who are talking about um, what's happening, like the latest things in our areas and as they relate to you. But of course, if you find being a part of a commission is not doing anything for you, if it's not useful, you can remove yourself from that commission on Basecamp. And if you have any issues with that, again, maybe reach out to the chair of that commission. Or you could turn off notifications and stay a part of that commission if you want to, and turn them back on later, when it suits you.
So that's our update about commissions and OISTAT. We hope that was helpful and we looked forward to kind of seeing how you find it. Thank you so much.